Hi everyone. In this video, we will look at Augment Code and on a project that I started to build, which is an app in Flutter that allow people to retrieve events in the region of Apulia. I want to show you the experience I had building this app by coding, and especially I want to show you how I built this app also using GPT-5, which is the latest model of ChatGPT with Augment Code. First of all, who didn't see Augment Code before is an AI coding tool that allow you to use AI to develop web application vibe coding like you would with Cursor, IDE, or with Klein and other coding tools. This is a coding tool that you can install in Visual Studio Code, but I think you can also do in JetBrains. I'm not sure with that, but the point is to see Augment Code in action and if GPT-5 actually was the breakthrough that allow us to build application um, flawlessly as they are portraying in a few days ago with a new uh, releasing of the model. So first of all, you can download Augment Code from the tool, the extensions. So you can just write Augment, and then you will see this showing up. And I already installed it, but you can install it from here. Once you install it, you can view this icon, and that shows you Augment Code. And you can see in the interface that you can go to the settings from here. You can choose the modality of work within Augment, which is chat, agent, and remote agent. The chat, if you want to just to have control to get a response, but not to have an iterative process, agentic process. Agent, if you want to be more autonomous, you can even from here you can click to auto to allow to approve and continue to a task without asking you if to confirm it or not. You have here the possibility to ask a question, to recently to choose a model. By default, we used to have Claude Connect 4. Now you can also choose GPT-5. By experience, I noticed GPT-5 as agentic model to be slower than it is Claude 4. You can also improve the prompt clicking to the stars icon here, and here you can either send a prompt to an agent to continue the task or add to create a task. So you can simply write the task you want to perform and click add the task. So if you want to create and add as many tasks as you wish. Okay, just a quick brief. This mod, this AI coding tool is like the others. It allows you to select the tools. You can connect to the one that are quickly connectable with one click, which are those one you can see here, or you can add an MCP with either the JSON format from importing from JSON, add remote MCP, and add MCP in all modality possible. Then you can select the model that you want to use. Myself, I use the context that allow to improve and use the context window better. I use Playwright MCP, the sequential thinking, uh, and the web search. Those are the four I use. Then you can select the rules. I don't have a big file now, but it's the better and more rules you add, the better it will be. for this project, for speed, I just use the general rule to build modular application and not to go more further than 450 rows for each file to rather divide files in a modular way. But obviously, this is not the best. Always remember to go to cursor directory to choose to have inspiration about the rules to use. You have the context situation, which at the beginning of the project you can start indexing. There is a button start indexing to understand well your code base. And then it will show here, for example, now we have 408 files here and information about the account. Um, so I want to show you what I built, which is an app, Flutter App, which running is for a mobile phone, but this is how you will see it in Chrome. We have a profile, we have the cities we want to check, we have a calendar um, that probably is not working now. You can see that despite I worked on this app for a few days, it has a lot of major issues, especially related to the scraping, um, which right now it should generate docx file with the data that actually comes from URLs that should be scraped to then scraped sources. We see here we have those are some of the events that are scraped. I left the AI really free to decide what to the technology to use, apart of giving some indication that I wanted the app to be in iOS and Android working both, but also testable in Chrome. And I can tell that despite some time despite I went further with the app, there are still major problems. I believe that um, GPT-5, even though most of the problem by experience are solvable, making better prompts at the beginning, making very clear choices at the beginning, and go step by step with the development. This was not the case with this app. But what I wanted to test is are the limit and the self ability to learn and the reason of ChatGPT 5 in order to solve problems and make app fully functional. You saw that they actually shown you some incredible app built in 2 minutes. Well, I can tell you that this is not still the case. We are very far from it. I'm using GPT-5 from the Agentic framework and for the Agentic tool, and I can tell you that I could, although I could improve it and finally fix the app, we're a bit far from this autonomous and the capability to build SaaS just by vibe coders. And this was an observation I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you've been able to do if you used Augment Code, or what you've been able to do if you used other coding tools. Do you think that GPT-5 is a game changer? For me, this was not my experience, but I wish really to hear you guys because I'm missing probably something, and that would be good to understand it with you. Uh, by then, wish you find this video useful. Consider to like, comment, and subscribe because all three are very useful to help this channel to be seen more and liked more, and to allow me to continue making videos. Uh, okay, that's it. See you next time.